Guys, today we're going to be talking about the hottest area people are moving to in the entire state of Idaho, which is going to be the Treasure Valley. But more importantly, we're going to answer a common question that we are asked by all of our clients, which is where to move within the Treasure Valley. So make sure you guys stay tuned. We're going to be talking about different criterias for different fits. Depending on what you're looking for, you will have your answer by the end of this video. Stay tuned. Let's dive into the content. All right, guys, I'm Nasim Issa. I'm your host of this amazing YouTube channel. If you guys are new or if you guys are coming back, welcome back. If you're new here, you need to do the same thing that everyone else is doing and press the subscribe button, leave a like, and comment where you're watching from. We love to know where our audience is tuning in from. And also, don't forget to press the bell at the top of the screen. It'll notify you when we make more videos just like this so you can stay in the know with everything Idaho. So with that being said, today's discussion, we're going to be talking about where to live within Treasure Valley. Now, if you guys aren't familiar with where the Treasure Valley is, it is in the most beautiful area in Idaho. It is in southwest Idaho. And within the Treasure Valley, it is covering cities such as Boise, Meridian, Caldwell, Nampa, Kuna, Garden City, Eagle, and so many more. But today we're going to talk about a few of the more popular cities within the Treasure Valley. However, if you guys would like more information, we have many videos as well outside of this one to make sure you guys get all the information if we leave anything out. So with that being said, let's talk about the Treasure Valley. So the Treasure Valley is very, very, very well known for its quality of life, the level of activities that you have offered to you as someone that may be interested in outdoor or even recreational activities. In a huge booming market, economic wise, it is one of the best markets in the entire state of Idaho, if not the best. So what makes the quality of life in the Treasure Valley so spectacular? Well, it could have to do with the low crime rate. It could have to do with having some of the best school districts. It could have to do with having lower cost of living. It could have to do with a lot of things. But for a lot of people, the biggest thing that really attaches the high quality of life title to the area is going to be the sense of community. You just go everywhere. The friendliest people are all over the place. And I say that with a little bit of buffer, right? Not everyone is going to be the nicest person in the world. I like to be transparent about that. However, I do like to also make sure that you guys know that out of everywhere that I've personally lived and everywhere a lot of people are visiting from, they always say Boise, Meridian, and all these different areas are just some of the nicest people. Now, we don't have road rage. It's not as common. We don't have traffic jams, and that's probably a little bit of the reason why it is nicer here. But overall, cost of living is cheaper. You have some of the best school districts, as we discussed. West Ada County School District, to be exact, had the highest test scores as far as English language arts, as well as mathematics last year in the 2023 academic year. So there's just a lot of testament to why the quality of life in the Treasure Valley is just the best. Now, there's also a good mixture as far as the type of living there is within the Treasure Valley. So for those of you that may be more interested in maybe the city life, where you have a very, very vibrant and more commonly known city, which is Boise, which is also just so happens to be the capital of the entire state of Idaho. They have a very vibrant downtown, which is always popping. There's always something to do. There's always a shop to go hit. There's always a new area that you probably never knew existed. There's just so much that the downtown offers. And it's not like Seattle or Los Angeles where you have like a ghetto side or you have a side where all the homeless people stay. It's just not very present as far as the living situations in Boise, Idaho. Now, I will say as far as homeless people, there's not a lot of people, especially in downtown. You just won't see it. There's just a lot more positive energy. There's a lot of people going out having a good time, whether it's going to the bars or trying out new restaurants or just enjoying the walks around downtown and all that it has to offer. There's just so much that downtown offers you. More so, Boise as a whole, it is becoming more and more popular, and it is popping up on a lot more people's radars, and it's just because of how much it offers and how much people enjoy the environment. Now, not only does it have an amazing environment, they also host a ton of events throughout the year, whether you're celebrating the 4th of July, whether you're celebrating one of the balloon festivals that they just recently did, which is where they have a bunch of hot air balloons come out, they'll fly them, they'll show them. It's just an absolutely amazing thing. They'll have all the vendors out. So there's a lot of events with a lot of vendors, and it's happening all year long, especially during the holiday season. Oh my goodness, Thanksgiving and Christmas and all those good times are absolutely, like, I could say easily Boise puts it all on a pedestal, and they definitely go all out for those types of things, especially if you're someone that is into the New Year's scene, where they'll drop a huge potato. Sorry if I just spoiled it, but yes, they do drop an entire potato. And I'm not talking about like a potato you would see at the grocery store. I'm talking about like a large scale potato, bigger than houses, for the New Year's potato drop. So that is a real thing. But they just do so many different things that people just tend to really love, and it just attracts so many people from all over. Now next you're gonna have Meridian. Now Meridian, me personally, I'm a little biased because I always get stuck between if I like Meridian more or Eagle more. Eagle is like a luxury city, it's just very beautiful, but Meridian is just kind of like a happy middle. It's in the prime location, in between Eagle, in between Boise, in between Nampa, Caldwell, all those areas. It's just in the perfect middle. So as far as location goes, it's absolutely prime. And then to add to that, they have the best school district. As I mentioned earlier in the video, they do belong to the West Ada School District. They also have tons and tons of developments, to include they're also building new highways and new interstates, and just continuously improving things in the Meridian, Idaho, to be able to make it more accessible to a lot of people, as well as to take a lot of the tension that may be already being built up with as many people that are relocating to the city, to make it more sustainable for those people as they continue to relocate to the Boise Meridian area. Now, not only do they have all these different things going on as far as development wise, they are home, and I brag about it in every video because me personally, I'm a huge Topgolf and In-N-Out guy. I love cheap burgers, I love good golf. Well, Meridian is just that spot. They just opened up the first ever In-N-Out in the entire state of Idaho. They also just opened the first ever Topgolf in the entire state of Idaho in Meridian, and that's also why I'm pretty biased about living in Meridian, Idaho. Now, not only do they have those amazing amenities, to add to it, they also have the Village, which is the most sought after shopping center in the entire Treasure Valley. Everyone loves to go to the Village. And not only that, insider tip just for you guys, they are building a super village in Meridian, which is going to be significantly much bigger, significantly much better. But the same builders, same developers that built the Village are also building the super village, and it's just going to be absolutely off the chains. I can't wait personally, because I know I love the Village already, and most people love the Village, so I can only imagine what they're going to do and how much they're going to take it to the next level with the super village. Now, I know we're also bragging about shopping, but they also have some of the best parks. So we're actually at a school today, and this is just kind of a representation as far as what Meridian has to offer. Beautiful tennis courts, they have a beautiful football field. I know you guys can't see it in this video, and this is just a middle school, guys. They just definitely go all out as far as building things and making it really nice for the community, to include their parks, guys. They have some of the best parks, to include Settlers Park, which is a huge one out here. People absolutely love that park. They also have dog parks out here, and just all the things that you could possibly imagine that would build like this perfect city for you is in Meridian. I can promise you that. Next, we have the city of Eagle. So I know I brought it up earlier. Now, Eagle is going to be a place where a lot of people tend to actually retire, believe it or not. So guys, it literally reminds me of Home Alone. And if you haven't seen the movie, then I don't know what you did with your entire childhood and adulthood, because I'm pretty sure everyone watches it. It's like a Christmas classic. But regardless, that's kind of what Eagle, Idaho reminds me of personally when I drive through Eagle. So it's just kind of that nicer, older home, charming area. They are building a lot more modern luxury homes to add to it. And just so you guys know, Boise's median price point as far as housing goes is $575,000, and that's a pretty popular area. And then Eagle is almost $800,000. So maybe that will tell you guys a little bit as far as to speak to the luxury presence in Eagle, Idaho. So they just have a big presence, from that luxury lifestyle to modern shopping to also not historic, but it's just like this classic area. I can't put a word to it. It's just very like hallmarky, if that makes sense. So that's kind of Eagle, Idaho. They have some of the most beautiful homes, some of the most beautiful golf courses. So if you're someone that loves to go golf, you're gonna love Eagle. If you're someone that's, you know, probably looking for a big retired community, a lot of the people I tend to run into are actually retired in Eagle, or they're just business owners, high-level CEOs and things of that nature. Not to say that that's all that is available in Eagle, but those are typically the people I run into in Eagle, Idaho. It's just a very beautiful, luxurious area. Next, you're gonna have Nampa, Idaho. Now, Nampa surrounds Meridian. It's the next city over. So we're going Boise, Meridian, Nampa. So Nampa is going to be actually a lot cheaper and a lot more affordable for a lot of people. Now, Nampa is very much so more affordable than a lot of the Treasure Valley area. I'm talking about housing compared to Boise, which is $575,000, Eagle, which is almost $800,000, Meridian, which is at $525,000 median price, and then Nampa, which sits in the 400,000 price point, is just a lot more affordable as far as not just housing, but groceries, gas, being able to just go out and adventure and do the things for a much cheaper cost. Nampa is a lot more affordable on the pockets. Now, not only is it more affordable, it also has a very beautiful historic downtown area. Now, a lot of people tend to prefer the Boise downtown, full transparency. However, Nampa does have this old town charm where you can kind of pick up on the sense of what used to be there and how they haven't really changed much in historic downtown Nampa. So you can still go and enjoy and see the roots and how they were developed and all the history behind there, which is absolutely amazing as well. Now, not only do they have the historic downtown area, they also have a lot of agricultural roots. Now, this is pretty common as you get further and further away from Boise. It's going to become more rural rather than suburban. You're going to see a lot more farms. You're going to see a lot more just land, right? You're just going to see a lot more agricultural areas. So as you get further away from Boise, Meridian, you see a little bit more. As Meridian grows, that's probably going to go away. You'll start to see it more in Nampa and Eagle. And then as those cities grow more, I'm sure you're going to see a lot more in Caldwell and Star, which we're not going to talk about Star or Caldwell too much in this video, but those are kind of going to be those areas that you're going to see a lot of that in. Now, for those of you that are trying to get away from society, get away from the city, get away from the traffic, just kind of be in the outskirts, but not too far away where you can still make like a 20-minute drive, 30-minute drive and be downtown Boise, I would actually tell you guys to look into moving to Nampa or moving into Caldwell or even Star, Middleton, which are absolutely amazing areas. They're just as beautiful as anywhere else. There's just a lot less amenities and a lot less crowd, if you will. Discussing cities and rural areas and suburbs, for those of you that are just very like, hey, I need to live downtown, I need to live next to everything, I want to hear the football stadium, things of that nature, then Boise is going to be the best fit for you, hands down, all day long. And it's just because I feel like there's not necessarily a hustle culture in Idaho, right? It's more very calm. People tend to be a lot more relaxed and, you know, go about their business and not have a lot of issues, which is also probably why there's a very low crime rate in the area. But overall, not only do you have a more relaxed lifestyle in all of the Treasure Valley and the further away from the city, but Boise does have a ton that it offers as far as outdoor recreation, from Bogus Basin, where you can go hike up there, as well as snowboarding and skiing, to Lucky Peak. You can go bodyboard, you can take your jet skis out, you can go have a good time in the water, all 4 seasons, which maybe I didn't mention this just yet, but Idaho does have 4-season weather. So for those of you that are trying to come out and enjoy all 4 seasons, the good news is it does have it. For those of you that are like, hey, I don't like the cold, or maybe I only like the summer, bad news is you do get a little bit of both, to include a fall and a spring season, which fall and spring are absolutely beautiful. They're just gorgeous, but that does tend to be something that I like to prepare people for. Now, the good news about living in the Treasure Valley in general, you're going to have close proximity to all these amenities, regardless of what city you live in. Now, like I said, Boise is going to be more so closer to some of the hiking trails and things of that nature. And then Meridian is just in prime location where you can hit either way and be in the exact middle. Nampa, Caldwell, those areas are going to be a little further from the recreational areas where you can go out and do those type of things. So if you're someone that's really wanting to be closer to the outdoor recreation, I would recommend moving towards Boise, Meridian, or Eagle. You can be across the Greenbelt River, you can be close to the Table Rock Mountains, you can be a lot closer to a lot of things as far as the outdoor rec goes. Now, if schooling is important, like I said, the best school district as far as test scores and things of that nature go is going to be the Meridian area. So I'd probably let you guys know to do your shopping around which school best fits for you, whether it's going to be public, private, charter, whatever the case may be. That's going to be the direction I inform you to go check out and do your research on school-wise, is going to be in that area. Healthcare-wise, now if healthcare is going to be an issue, or if something that is very important to you personally, whether you have special needs or you just need to be close to hospital facilities, then I would definitely recommend living near Boise, Meridian, Nampa. Caldwell is a little further, however, they do still have some accessibility there, but the best facility cares as far as healthcare goes is definitely going to be in the Boise, Meridian area because of St. Luke's and some of the other more popular hospitals and what they're able to do. Now, if there's ever anything extreme to a whole nother measure that can't be done here, sometimes they do tend to fly out to Seattle, but however, that is a lot less likely and it's probably never going to happen. It's probably like a 0.1% chance or something of that nature. So overall, as far as healthcare goes, you are pretty much covered in the entire Treasure Valley, but if it's more urgent, or if you need to just be that much closer, Boise Meridian will be your best bet. All right, guys, so I know we talked about the real estate market a little bit, but real quick, I do want to mention I am a licensed real estate agent here in the state of Idaho, and as much as I love making these videos for you guys, I would also absolutely love to help you with your home buying needs. So what you're going to see is going to be my personal cell phone number as well as my personal email. So please, please, please reach out to me, call me, text me, email me, pause the video right now if you need to reach out to me, and reach out and dial my number. I'm more than happy to take your calls. Now let's dive back into the video. So as far as real estate market goes, depending on what you're looking for in a home, is it a waterfront property? Is it, you know, just a first time home? Or is it something that is close to work? Is it something that's in a certain school district? All these different things matter. So what I would recommend is you reach out to me so we could have a private one-on-one tailored conversation. However, for those of you guys that have those different needs, or maybe you have a certain budget you would like to spend, the Boise market, as I discussed earlier, is going to be a median price point of $575,000, and this is what you can get as far as the Boise housing market. Next, you're going to have the city of Meridian, Idaho, which, like I said, the median price point there is going to be $525,000, and they are filled with absolutely all types of homes. Let's check out some of the Meridian homes. And then finally, Eagle, home of the luxurious land. It's like selling sunset, living in Idaho. Let's check out those homes. All right, guys, so those are some of the homes as far as what the city provides. Now, this isn't limited to, but like I said, if you guys want to reach out to me and just so we can get into a deeper and more tailored to you kind of conversation, reach out to me. Once again, I am going to reiterate, I am a licensed real estate agent here in the state of Idaho, and I would absolutely love to help you guys with your home buying needs. So with that being said, once again, you'll see my cell phone number, my email, and now I'm going to ask you guys for a huge favor. Do me a favor, if you like this video, make sure you guys press the subscribe, leave a like, comment once again if you have any questions as far as anything I didn't cover, and turn on the bell at the top of the screen for more videos just like this. Love you guys. See you on the next one.